guys are having a good day. So we're currently going for a ride on my bike in West Carrollton. I've shown you guys different parts of the town, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine both areas of West Carrollton that I've shown you guys. So I've shown you this area, and I've shown you more towards downtown. So I'll show you this area. We'll go to downtown right through there, and then I think I might ride along the bike path for a little bit. So you're just joining the live stream, currently in West Carrollton right now, going for a ride on my bike. And as I was mentioning earlier, we're going to combine the two areas in town that I've shown you guys thus far. Last time I was here was 2 months ago, and it was like 100 degrees that day, which is kind of interesting because it's August now, and that was June, and the weather pattern should be opposite, but it feels great right now. It's like 80. Feels more like a day in September than it does a day in August. Here's joining the live stream, going for a ride on my bike in West Carrollton. Going to combine the two routes that I've shown you guys in the past here. So all I do is I'm gonna ride through this neighborhood and then cut through downtown, show you a little bit of that area, and then I think I'm gonna ride on the bike trail for a little bit. Hey Ogre Murphy, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Excellent, there you go. Doing good myself. So I was on this street before about 2 months ago when it was like super hot outside, like it went up to 100 that day, and I was still riding when it was about high 80s, but that was in June, and now it's early August, and it feels more like a day in June than a day in August. Like, it's probably like just 80 now, so it feels pretty good, because normally during this time of year is when it gets like up to close to 100, so this is actually pretty good right now. Going to make a right onto Gibbons Road. Let me see this here. Looks like they're working at the railroad down here as well, so we'll still go straight, but not going to cross the railroad where I was wanting to. So once I go through this neighborhood over here, we'll backtrack and then we'll cross at another point. So how's everybody's day doing so far? "13 people, excellent." So currently going for a ride in West Carrollton. What I'm trying to do is I'm gonna try to combine two neighborhoods. So I've been here before and I've been in a different neighborhood before, so we're gonna try to combine them, but we'll probably do it in a different spot because it looks like they were doing some road work on the railroad up ahead, but we'll figure it out. Hey Jason, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. So we'll take a look and see what's going on over here on the left at the railroad crossing. Going for a ride on my bike, showing you guys some different areas in West Carrollton. So yeah, like I was saying, they're working on this okay, so let me go down right here. They're working right over there, so we can't cross there, but there's another place where we can cross. So we'll backtrack a little bit. Where we would have gone that way would have been more direct because it goes directly in the downtown, but since we aren't going that way, take a little longer, but we'll get there. Excellent, Jason. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do a lot of videos like this, riding my bike or my scooter around, make videos of like places I visit and things like that. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. So here's the road that we were on earlier. So we'll backtrack for a little bit and then we'll cross at a different point. So in West Carrollton, from what I know, there are 3 roads where you cross the railroad tracks. 2 of them are being worked on right now. So there's only one where you can cross. and that's where we're gonna cross. Here's join the live stream. Currently riding my bike in West Carrollton. We're kind of delayed a little bit because they're doing some road work on the railroad crossings, so I have to backtrack a little bit to cross at the only place where we can cross now. So earlier we went down that road right there. It's kind of like a half circle. So we'll just go straight right now. All right, so we're coming back up on Alex Road, about a quarter mile from here. And that's the only road where you can cross the railroad tracks right now. Definitely pretty tiring backtracking a little bit. Okay, so Alex Road's up ahead where that van just turned. All right, so now we're back on Alex. So I just started my live stream back on that first road back there. So if you're just joining me right now, I was going to cross the railroad tracks back that way, but they're working on it, so I had to backtrack a little bit. Up ahead's the only place in town where you can cross the railroad tracks right now. So once we cross, we're going to head towards downtown West Carrollton, and then I think we're going to ride on the bike trail for a little bit. So they're working on the crossing back there and down that way. And like I said, it's the only way to get across right now. So now we are on the other side of the tracks, heading towards downtown West Carrollton. So we're going to make a left right here on Dixie Road, Dixie Drive. It's much easier to take 75 to go south, but technically you can take this highway from Michigan all the way down to Florida. So there's a town about 20 miles to the north of here called Vandalia. And this road goes through Vandalia, and US Route 40 also goes through there, and that's the National Road. So because Dixie Highway and the National Road meet there, they call Vandalia the original crossroads of America. So if you've been watching my live streams for a while, I showed you earlier in the summer them tearing down Harold Schnell School. The new grade school is that building over there. So they combined the two old grade schools in town, and then they're just having one elementary school. So over here is our Civic Center, which has our City Hall, our police department, and our library. So there's the police department, City Hall's right over there, and then on the other side is the library. We have some nice Victorian era homes over here. This house over here used to be the West Carrollton Historical Society. There's the library. Right up here is more or less our downtown. Yep, that's downtown West Carrollton right there. So we have our local Masonic temple over there, a couple office buildings. There used to be an antique store over there. So we would have crossed right down that way, but it took us like 20 minutes to go around. And here's more of the downtown right here. Definitely not as big as downtown Miamisburg, but it's still a nice little downtown area. So we're crossing Pease Avenue. If you guys have followed the channel for a while now, I've gone to the cemetery a couple times, and I showed you the section with all the graves of the Pease family. So that's who the street's named after. And there's the cemetery right there. Forget the name of it, but that's the town cemetery for West Carrollton. Evergreen Cemetery. If you're just joining the live stream, going for a ride around West Carrollton. So I showed you one neighborhood that I've shown you in the past before, and then now we're in a different neighborhood, but this is my first time linking them up. And here's the park where they do a lot of Little League baseball, Little League football. Harmon Park. So we're on our way to the bike path along the Great Miami River. So once we get there, I'll take a short break, get some water, and then we'll resume. So once this road dead ends, we'll make a left and they'll head towards the river and the bike path. Burns Avenue. We're gonna walk up this hill a little bit. Plus I gotta readjust the gear on the bike. I'll do that later. So right over here is the levee on the Great Miami River to prevent flooding. And then right here is the Great Miami River. So there's one of the dams on the river right there. Good place for fishing. Then the river loops north briefly right here, and then goes around, and then starts heading south that way. So it's kind of like a little bit of a bend in the river. So back in the spring, I made a couple videos off that way, because roughly where that bend is in the river is where the first plane landing on water took place with the Wright brothers. So all of those planes that you see that land in the water, it all comes from that bend right there in the Great Miami River in West Carrollton, Ohio. So I'm gonna put the phone over here real quick and take a quick water break, and then fix the gear on the bike, and then we'll resume. All right, I'm back. There's the bend in the river again. I'll show you this map here real quick. So we're currently at Miami Bend Park. So here's a little info on the park, and then also the dams in the area. So we're right here. Here's that bend I was talking about. So this path goes all the way down the river. It starts up near Sydney, works its way down, goes through Dayton, goes to the south, and then goes all the way along the river till the Hamilton area. So it's a pretty big, extensive trail. Great Miami River Recreational Trail. So we'll ride along this for about a mile or so until we link up with the next road, and then I'll probably end the live stream about there and then start riding back. We have a nice soybean field over there. So right over here we have the same soybean field I showed you guys earlier. Right over here. Then there's a nice little farm right over here. Here's a little better view of the barn over there. And here's the other side of the park I showed you guys earlier. Over here is soccer fields. I think we'll wrap up the video here. Appreciate you guys for watching the video. Please like the video. Please comment on the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.